doing? I am at one of my favorite places in the whole world. Yeah. Look, Army Surplus Warehouse. You can find them at armysurpluswarehouse.com. If you want to get kind of a sense for the hugeness, because it's huge, of this Army Surplus Warehouse, you can go to their Facebook page, and they got a ton of pictures and stuff. But today, I am in my wheelhouse. I am just gonna create something out of nothing. I was telling Mrs. Honeydew how we're gonna lift the gable ends up on the shed, because they weigh about 140 pounds or so. And I said we're gonna put 2 ladders and she'll carry one side and me, and she's like, you have to figure out some hoist system. And I was like, okay, it's on. So I am just going to make a real lightweight hoist system for lifting the beams and the gable ends up for the roof system. So this is gonna be fun, guys. Let's get to it. I don't even know what I'm gonna find, but you know what? It's gonna be cool, I know that much. So there was this bin right there full of these boxes with these deals just covered in styrofoam. I don't know why I was drawn to it, and I opened one up because it says on it, spacer bump stop 1 each. It's just Army surplus stuff. And I opened it up, and that's what it is right there. A piece of steel with a 1/2-inch hole through it. Now, that's cool. I could make some roller wheel systems for my hoist. I think I might be getting about 4 of those. As I was walking down this huge corridor with all these bins, these bolts caught my eye. They're 1/2-inch bolts. They could go through and be an axle. Oh, look at these pins. Look at those. They're just pins. Oh, and they're heavy. Oh, and these are super light. I think they must be titanium or something. Oh, I'll be needing some of those. 1/2-inch bolts. Those could go right through the 1/2-inch hole in that deal and make my wheels. I wasn't gonna make wheels on it, but I am now. Yeah, fuel tank mounts for a truck. I could also use those to make my base. Basically, I'm gonna make a ballast base to put heavy stuff on, like some bags of cement. And then I'll use that to ballast for my hoist. Oh. Look at those, guys. I could use that as the feet on the front of it. This piece of C-channel with some feet on the end. Huh. I got all sorts of choices. Oh, wow, guys. Look at this. 10-foot sticks of all thread. 10-foot sticks of all thread. 3/8 all thread. Oh my. Those could be used, they might be 12-foot sticks. He's got thousands of them. Those could be used for my braces. I wonder what he'd give me those for. Oh, look at these huge, heavy pieces of steel. Oh my gosh. Okay. Look at that. Oh, even better, these lighter weight ones. I don't know, I like the more rigid one. I can imagine those with the wheels on it. There's where I get my barrels. There's my new trailer that Mrs. Honeydew got me. for my birthday. Super excited. Okay guys, check this out. Remember I was talking about those 3/8 all thread that are like 10-12 feet long? I'm pretty sure those would screw right onto the ends of it. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. I love it. So, I got everything I need for the hoist. I even got some wheels to put on it. So I'll be able to crank it down little feet that'll make it solid. And then when you crank it up, you'll be able to roll it around. What I have to work with here is a steel pallet that I got at Army Surplus. I have, what is it? I just looked in my bone pile and I had a 1x1 stick, maybe 13 or 14 feet long, and a full stick of angle that's 1/8 inch by 1 1/4, and probably a 12-foot stick of angle that's 1 inch by 1 1/4. So that's what I have to work with. Hand winch, crank, small portable, I guess little crane, a little teeny crane. So you guys are gonna think the Honey Do Carpenter is weird because of the stuff I keep.
Your face isn't in there.
Oh.
There!
Awesome. I just grabbed this old cooler full of bearing housings. Oh, look at that. I could use that for a pulley. That is an actual, this came out of the boom of an actual crane. It's a telescoping boom. It had a 1/4 inch cable running through it, high strength cable, and it was replaced, and I kept it all these years. I'm going to use it on my crane.
Why did you keep it all these years?
So that when I needed to build a crane, I would have it.
I'm going to go get you the speaker.
Okay. And look at these. Look at these bearings I kept. Like, who would use those? I don't know. I think I'm going to use them for wheels. I'm going to put some wheels on this thing. And I'm also going to have some crank down outriggers that just go down and steady it. But look at that. Okay guys, I welded this together yesterday. I just tacked it. It's not completely welded together, as you can tell. To make it strong, I'm going to have to kind of triangulate it. And that's what I'm going to do with this piece over here. Okay guys, so now you can see the threads are not buggered up. You can get stuff on and off. And if you try and cut this without doing that, sometimes it's just a bear to get it going again. So, can you put this axle through for me? Can you put it through? Oh, you got it. Good job. Good job. Okay, can you put that axle through for me, D'Artagnan? Okay. There you go. Good job. We need some stabilizers on the front part. I welded a couple of these nuts into the corner of here, and then I just made a T-handle with all thread. I also want to be able to replace the all thread, so all this is a double nut on the T-handle. Once I get that screwed through, I'm going to want a little bit of a foot for this to screw down to the concrete to stabilize it. Back welded in there, and then I'll grind it smooth, and that'll be my stabilizing foot. There's one on each corner. It's not terribly heavy, but it doesn't need to be. But now I'm going to mount the pulleys at the top. And I want a little jib system that reaches over the wall, because it'll be on the inside of the building. So I'm going to bolt these two pulleys between some angle iron, and then I'll have an arm, a leverage arm, hooked to a rope out here. And so when you get the gable end up to where it needs to be, you can just pull that leverage arm and leverage it right up over the top of the bearing wall and just crank it down. So I'm going to build that part right now. You'll see how it works when the video comes out. It'll be awesome. So I took those pulleys and I sandwiched them between two pieces of angle iron. And essentially this is what it looks like. I'm just going to take a U-bolt that I had laying around and U-bolt this thing to the center arm of the boom, down about the height where I want to crank it. I just finished mounting the winch. I'll show you a close-up on that. Bolted it around.